900 people. In one afternoon, 900 people died because one man told them to. Not at gunpoint. Well, not most of them. They lined up. Parents carried their own kids forward. And here's the part that should bother you. The people who did this weren't stupid. They weren't weak. A lot of them were teachers, nurses, idealists, people who joined because they wanted to make the world better. So the real question isn't, how could they be so foolish? It's, what series of steps can take a normal, intelligent person and walk them all the way to that? Because those steps have names, and every single one of them is still used today. Stay with me. By the end, you'll be able to spot every one of them. Let's start in the 1950s. Jim Jones runs a church, and on paper, he's the good guy. He preaches racial equality when almost nobody else will. He runs soup kitchens. He gets people jobs. If you were poor, or lonely, or shut out by the rest of society, this was the first place that ever made you feel like you mattered. That's step one. Love bombing. You don't recruit people by being scary. You recruit them by being the best thing that ever happened to them. The warmth is real to them. That's what makes it work. Then step two, he moves everyone to the jungle, Guyana, thousands of miles from home. He tells them it's paradise, a place with no racism, no government watching them. But look at what actually just happened. No phones, no newspapers, no family back home, no way to check anything he says against the outside world. That's step two, isolation. This is the master key. Once you control every piece of information a person receives, you don't have to argue with reality anymore. You are reality. Step three, the voice never stops. His speeches play over loudspeakers across the camp, during work, during meals, while they sleep. People are worked to exhaustion in the fields, underfed, and never, ever, in silence. And an exhausted brain doesn't question. It just absorbs. That's step three, exhaustion and repetition. Step four, he needs an enemy. So he invents one. The government's coming for you. Your own family out there is plotting to destroy this. It's us, against all of them. And notice what that does. Every scary thing outside pushes people toward him. He becomes the only safe thing left. That's step four. Us versus them. The more afraid you are of the outside, the tighter you cling to the inside, even when the inside is the actual danger. Now here's the one almost nobody sees coming. Step five. In the middle of the night, alarms go off. It's called a white night. Everyone lines up. They're told, we're all going to die tonight, together. Drink this. And then, nothing happens. It was a test, a rehearsal. They did this over and over, so death stopped feeling like a line you'd never cross. It became a drill, routine, something they'd already done a dozen times. That's step five. Commitment through repetition. Nobody agrees to die on day one, but if you can get someone to say a small yes, then a slightly bigger one, then rehearse the biggest one until it feels normal, you never have to ask for a big yes at all. Which brings us to that last afternoon. By then, most of them had run out of every off-ramp. No way home. No outside voice telling them this was insane. Exhausted. Terrified of an enemy they'd been promised was coming. And they'd already rehearsed this exact moment. Again and again. And this is the part I won't soften. Many did not choose. A third were children. Others were coerced or held there by force. 900 followers is the myth. The truth is manipulation for some and violence for the rest. That's step six. No way out. By the time the exit disappears, you've usually stopped looking for it. So look at the whole staircase. Love bombing, isolation, exhaustion, us versus them, the slow yes. No exit. Not one of those is science fiction. Cut off information. An invented enemy. A leader who's the only source of safety. Small agreements that get bigger. You will see these in relationships, in extreme online groups, in workplaces that call themselves family. Jonestown wasn't a story about crazy people doing something unthinkable. It was ordinary people, walked through 6 very ordinary steps by someone who understood exactly what he was doing. Knowing the steps is how you keep your feet on the ground when someone tries to walk you up them. If breaking down how manipulation actually works is your kind of thing, there's more of it here. That's the whole channel. Take care of yourself.